All right, folks, welcome back. We are moving on to solving word problems using algebra. Okay, so today's word problem is Elton ate sushi for lunch. Freddie ate twice as much as Elton. Together, they ate 51 pieces. How many pieces did each person eat? So the first thing that we want to do when solving a word problem like this is highlight the key information. So what's the most important information in this question that is going to help us solve it? Take a look, think about it, and then let's share. Okay? Okay, so somebody please tell me what they think is important in finding out how many pieces of sushi Elton and Freddie ate. Yes. Perfect. Freddie ate twice as much as Elton. Absolutely, that's important. We're going to highlight it, put brackets around it. Very important. Good. What else is important in this question? Yes. Good. Together, they ate 51 pieces. Perfect. They ate 51 pieces. It's a lot of sushi. Must have been good. And is there anything else that's important in this question that is going to help us solve it? Yeah. Yeah, we need to know, we need to know how much they ate. That works too. Good. Okay. How many pieces did each person eat? All right. The fact that they actually had sushi, it's not crucial. It's nice to know, but it's good that they had a nice lunch. Okay. Freddie ate twice as much as Elton, 51 pieces together. Let's figure out how many each person ate. So I've written down already, let S represent the number of pieces that Elton ate. And the only reason that I chose S as our variable in this question is because it's the first letter of sushi. Okay, you could pick any letter you want. Doesn't matter. Okay. So if we know from this that S represents the number of pieces that Elton ate, what could represent what Freddie ate? Well, if you go back to the question, how much more sushi did Freddie eat than Elton? Well, it says twice as much. Perfect. Twice as much is how many times more than Elton? 2. So that means 2S is going to represent what Freddie ate. And I know some of you remember that I struggled to write on vertical surfaces, so I'm going to try my best. Okay? So we have S representing Elton. We have 2S representing Freddie. Well, their consumption of sushi. So we need to add these two together. Let's start with S for Elton plus 2S for Freddie. How many S's have we got? 1S plus 2S equals, yep, good, 3S. Perfect. Now we need to make an equation. We're going to take that 3S, I'm going to get a different color to liven things up a bit. 3S equals what? Do you know what 3S equals? This is why we highlighted the important information. What does our question tell us? Where are we? What does it tell us? What might 3S be? If it is Elton's sushi consumption and Freddie's sushi consumption. Anybody? Yes, okay, good. 51. 51 is the total number of sushi pieces that got eaten. So together, Elton and Freddie ate 51 pieces of sushi. Brilliant. Let's use some red. I don't want to find the value of 3s because we already have it. I want to find the value of 1s. So we're going to put s on its own. But s doesn't equal 51. So remember, 3s is multiplication. But we're going to take this 3 and put it right over here on the other side of the equal sign. So instead of multiplying, like on this side, we need to remember that we reverse the symbol. So what's the opposite of multiplication? Shout it out. Division. Well done. So 51 divided by 3. How many times does 3 go into 51? How many groups of 3 are in 51? You could skip count by 3. Might take you a while. You could make a number line, do it that way. You could play with numbers, make an estimate. What number do you think might go into 51 3 times? Well, how can we estimate that? You could start with 20. Does 3 go into 20? I'm saying this wrong. Does 3 go into 51 20 times? We'll skip count by 20 3 times. 20, 40, 60. No, it doesn't. Try a lower number. 15. Skip count by 15. Does it go in evenly? 15, 30, 45? No. So we know that 51 is between 45 and 60. So that means S is somewhere between 15 and 20, because those were the two numbers we started with. Take a minute, see if you can figure this out on your own. Raise your hand once you've got it. Okay, we've got lots of hands up. What have we got? Yes. Good. 17. S equals 17. Because 17 times 3 is 51. 51 divided by 3 is 17. But does this answer our question? No. What's our question? How many pieces did each person eat? We have said that S represents the number of pieces that Elton ate. So this tells us that Elton ate 17 pieces of sushi. But we also need to know how many Freddie ate. So if we know 1S equals 17, we're going to look at what 2S equals. And that is 17 times 2. And what is 17 groups of 2 or 2 groups of 17? 34. Thank you. So we know that Elton ate 17. Freddie ate 34. We can check our work by adding 34 and 17 together to make sure that that equals 51, so we're accounting for every single piece of sushi. And we did. You did. You got it. The last part, since it's a word problem, we need a therefore statement. We're going to use our little 3 dots, because that symbol means therefore. And we're going to just write a sentence explaining our answer. Therefore, Elton ate 17 pieces of sushi. This of right here is why I don't like writing on vertical surfaces. Elton ate 17 pieces of sushi, and Freddie ate 34, period. There's our equation. There's the answer to our equation. We had a word problem. We found out the important details. We highlighted them. We chose a letter to represent our variable, or to be our variable. And remember, we only used S because it is the first letter of sushi. If we were talking about bananas, we could do B. If we were talking about chips, we could do C. If we were talking about French fries, we could do F. You get it. You know what we're talking about. Or even you could just use a random letter, okay? You could have used R for Rushi. Sorry. Okay, so that's good. We're good. Head over to our website. There are going to be some word problems for you to work on. And yeah, if you have any questions about any of these videos, one that you might be wondering is if I made these all in the same day. Yes, I just changed my shirt for each video. I put on the glasses for the last 2. But seriously, if you have any questions about the material, fire me an email. Post it in Classroom. Don't ever be embarrassed to ask a question in front of your peers. Chances are other people are wondering the same thing. Or I've got that texting app. You're welcome to text me. It's not my real phone number. It's just an app, and the number is posted on the website, and I think it's been in Classroom too. Okay? Hope you're all well, and we'll see you soon.